Hey everybody, and welcome to the COG Pod Week 4. With me today, well, I'm Amanda, and with me today we have Toe Trip. Say hello.
Hello.
We have Nick.
Hello.
And we have Grim.
Hello.
God damn it, Grim.
You gotta be quicker on the uptake, bro. We don't really have like a set schedule of stuff to talk about this week, y'all, so it's gonna be a little off the cuff, so to speak. What'd you guys do this week? I'm gonna start with you, Nick. What did you do this week?
Not too much. Mostly just working and learning how to be a peaceful robot in Overwatch.
Oh,
that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get to play it all with Luke and Grim or no?
I played once with Grim, who was super patient with me for some reason, and, but not with Luke yet. So
I was still angry just
that's like the opposite. Luke gets super salty.
what? Not really that much in Overwatch. I get pretty...
Yeah, you do.
I get into it, but normally I have a lot more fun actually in Overwatch than I do in Destiny PvP for the most part.
That's what you call fun. Screaming and yelling.
Whoa. Do you hear this?
What did you do this week, Luke?
Yeah, I played a little bit of Overwatch. Finally got to rank 25 so I can do ranked, and supposed to start doing some competitive
Overwatch?
Yeah, what do you call it there? The ranked stuff, the placement games. And then apparently Mojo and Bader decided to start last night without me, those sons of bitches.
Oh.
Can I break in for a second?
Yeah.
Sure.
My friend just started competitive, and he was so super amped about how awesome the community was in Overwatch. And he got in the placement matches, and he said it was like everyone raging nonstop, quitting.
Wow.
turned into a real MOBA.
Yeah, it turned into a real MOBA, and then he finished the placement, and everyone's back to normal again.
That's funny. Yeah, people get real hyped about it and, like, you know, get really upset if you're not playing what you're supposed to be, or if somebody insta-locks something that doesn't fit with the team comp or anything like that. And it's kind of crazy. But I
you
think
should have heard Smite days.
Oh, I'm sure. We want to try to get, you know, a full team or at least a few people together for the placement stuff, so you're not
Is it 6 to a team?
Yeah, it's 6 on a team, and that way, you know, you can kind of control it a little bit and don't have as many people that can just kind of screw stuff up. So, okay. But yeah.
What'd you do this week, Grim?
I almost beat Dragon Quest Keebler Elf.
Awesome.
Minecraft.
Dragon Age.
Chibi
Dragon
Minecraft.
Quest. But,
Dragon Quest. Dragoncraft. There you go. I'm in the last chapter of that, and then I'm going to go through and pick off the last few trophies I need so I can get all the trophies in that.
Have you still been streaming it or no?
No, not really. I mean, I did for, like, chapter 1 and some of 2. I don't know.
Okay.
Nice.
People don't really go and watch. People popped in once, like, I know Fruit popped in, and I think someone else.
I watched, like, the first day, but that was it.
That's okay. I don't have a webcam, so like people are like, oh, well, whatever.
You have a webcam, you liar.
Well, yeah, but I don't have a capture card, so I can't use it.
Oh, on PlayStation, right?
Yep.
I didn't do much this week. I worked a little bit, and I didn't play any games because I'm still salty about Minecraft. But I guess, like, since most of us have... Do we all have Rust now? We need to play that sometime.
I don't, actually.
You don't have Rust? I thought you got the Humble Bundle.
No, remember I was going to buy it, but then I missed out on it.
Are you the only one that doesn't have it?
I think probably. I'll have to look.
We'll have to put out a collection, like a collection plate, like at church.
I have a lot of games I need to play. I've been
Rust for the poor, Rust for the poor.
Oh, Lord.
It's a Mary Poppins scene. Yeah, I have a lot of games I want to stream, though. Destiny's kind of winding down a little bit right now because hard mode came out and we beat that. And, And I got some loot from that. I think we might try to run again tonight to, you know, kind of finish the collections of everything out. And once we're done with that, it's going to be kind of PvP mainly. So
great.
I have some more games to play. Well, I think I'm going to probably do more Overwatch. I'm probably going to...
Great.
I want to actually stream playthroughs of games I haven't played that everybody's like, oh my god, you haven't played those. And I have a bunch of them on Steam from Steam sales that I just haven't done. Like, I have Witcher 3 that I haven't even opened, GTA 5.
Oh, you have GTA 5?
Yeah, Half-Life 1 and 2 I've never played. I know, kill me now.
I've never played them either, so don't worry.
Yeah, and most people consider it blasphemy if you haven't and are a PC gamer.
I need to play through Co-op.
Yeah, and then I have some of
those, the best.
I have some of those scary ones too, like that I just haven't gone into at all. So I have a bunch of stuff that I think maybe would be pretty cool to stream playthroughs of.
Yeah, that'd be better. I think that you'd be better at streaming that than PvP.
Yeah, I get a little salty.
I'm just saying.
Little.
Well, 'tis the season for horror games,
really?
so
That's true.
So since we don't have like specific topics, what we're gonna do is just kind of answer some questions. I'm gonna start with a few that we got from Instagram. The first one, this is a super easy, awesome question from Baylor Bear 44. He wants to know why we are so awesome. So I'm gonna say I'm awesome because I don't give a shit about like viewers or subs or follows. I've tweeted about that this week, how I don't care about the number.
Right.
But I don't, that's like really.
But tell your friends.
Well, no, like the only number I really care about is like the number of listens. Because if it goes down to like just 4 and it's like just the 4 of us listening, then I'm not gonna keep doing podcasts if it's just the 4 of us. That's the only number I care about. Like I don't care about the other ones.
Yeah.
If you guys don't want to say why you're so awesome, everybody hold for Grimm's siren. Hold. And then it ended, of course.
He muted, I'm sure.
Oh, he muted. So if you don't want to say why you're awesome, I will give reasons why I think you're awesome.
Oh, dear.
If you're
you're married
modest.
to me, so I feel like you're biased when it comes to me.
I'm not at all.
I'm awesome because I'm the best ever at every game I've ever played, and I'm modest, and
probably the most modest person that ever existed.
Obviously, no, that none of that
our
is
ratings.
true. Yeah, none of that is true. I don't know. I just like to be me.
I would say that you're awesome because you're super patient when you're not in PvP mode.
Or driving.
Or driving, right. And you're a really good cook. He taught me how to make chicken fried steak last night, and it was really good.
It did turn out pretty well.
Yeah, it was good.
That's a southern thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
It's delicious.
It's like down-home cooking.
It's basically just like a cube steak that's been, like,
Branded,
violated with a needle thing to tenderize the shit out of it.
No, you just use a meat tenderizer.
Right, you needle it. A jacquard is what it's called.
Give it a tattoo.
Yeah, you just destroy it with
People
that.
Just pound it with the meat tenderizer.
Yeah, but it's better when you use the needle. It gets
nobody does
and breaks
that.
it up. That's
Listen to this.
The one we bought. The one we bought was already pre-done that way. That's how it's done.
Oh. So, Nick, why are you awesome?
I just learned this very minute that I was, but I really have no idea.
I would say that Nick is awesome.
We're just going to let Amanda answer this for everybody.
No, you can try to answer, but if you don't, then I'm going to pipe in. Nick is awesome because he does a lot of work, like behind the scenes work for us.
It's true.
And he's super nice to everybody. Speaking of him being super nice, when we do our live stream next week for Halloween, everybody tune in for the live podcast. He's giving away game keys.
Oh, yeah.
Nick, tell us which games you have keys for you're going to give away to viewers.
I can't remember them all, but some of the main ones were Prison Architect.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's the one that looks pretty good.
I think
there's
Sips,
Roller Toaster Tycoon.
Sips plays Prison Architect.
Wait, did you say Roller Toaster?
Roller Toaster.
Wow, that's a different one.
Actually, while I've been stalling, I brought up the list. So.
Good job. I was trying to find it while you were stalling.
Yeah.
It's Prison Architect, Runestone Keeper, Devil Daggers, Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, the Triple Throw Pack, Shelter 2, which won a whole bunch of awards, by the way.
Oh, I think I got that one.
Yeah, Space Engineers, and Tharsis.
Oh,
okay.
Cool.
See, so everybody tune in. Tote's going to stream on his channel. I'll host. We're going to be on Skype live for Halloween next weekend, next Saturday. And then, Grim, why are you so awesome?
Because I hate all of you.
Shit. So, anyway, Grim is awesome because he thinks that he's mean.
Did you write all these down?
No, I didn't. He thinks that he's mean, but he's actually really nice. And he comes off as mean until you realize that he's joking. Unless he's actually being mean. So you have to, like, know where the difference is.
Yeah.
And
it's only the
You
people
guys
that he
really
actually
don't know the
loves.
difference.
Yeah, it's
most people don't know the difference.
Right.
I know
I've
the
got
difference.
brief, vague story. I'll be very vague about this. That illustrates the point.
Okay.
It's like Grimm's like, I hate you. You know, I'm gonna cut your throat out and all this stuff. And then one of the younger people comes in our channel from time to time, and they have a problem. And he's like, "Oh, well, you better be careful and look out and blah blah blah." He like turns into Daddy Grimm.
Yeah, that's true.
Mind you, I actually hate kids.
Whatever, man. Whatever.
Whatever, bro. So that was the first question. That was like your warm up to get you.
Everything is awesome.
Everything awesome.
Now we're getting
Everything is
popped.
cool when you're part of a team.
That's right.
So Orlanrod, which I found out his name is really Orlando, by the way.
Yeah.
Like his name is
It's
actually
not
Orlando.
the city, it's the name.
He wants to know if we think VR will grow past traditional gaming or just fade away and enter into other markets. Like, what are your thoughts on VR? I think it's a cool concept. I've never seen it in practice, so I don't really have like a valid opinion on it.
Yeah. Does anybody have any strong opinions about it?
I do, so I'll go last on that if you want.
All right. Yeah, I'll jump in. Basically, I think that VR gaming won't ever surpass traditional gaming because of the space limitations, and you have to have kind of a space dedicated to it to be able to move around. And, the Wii kind of had similar aspects to where people were too lazy to even get up off the couch to swing.
What was the Xbox one where
The Kinect.
The Kinect.
Yeah.
You had to have like a
Same.
5x5.
It's good for certain people. Kids love it. Also adults have really, kind of niche things that they do with it. But I think that the space limitations alone and the fact that you do have to kind of move and be active with it is kind of goes against the traditional gaming of sitting on a couch or in a chair and just kind of being able to escape to that other reality sort of thing. I think that it'd be more immersive and that it will be a better experience overall, but it takes more work to put into it to get more out of it. And I think that alone will keep it from surpassing because people are lazy.
Mm-hmm.
They really are. I mean, like I was talking about with the Wii, the home run derby thing, found out you can just sit on the couch and just flick your wrist just right and hit home runs. You don't have to get up and swing away, sort of thing. So I think that's why it won't ever really surpass it, but I think it will continue to grow and be a big market, but just for
in a different way.
Yeah, it'll have its own market. I don't think it's going to take over traditional gaming.
Do you have an opinion on it, Grim?
I mean, that kind of touches up on what I was going to say, but it's not my kind of thing. Like right now, you put a thing over your face. That's the big thing with like whatever the PlayStation 1 is, and
right.
You can't see. Like,
yeah.
So if someone else is in the room, you're gonna maybe hit them. They can mess with you, and while you're playing whatever game,
somebody's gonna break into your house and stab you while you're hooked up to the VR.
Yeah,
you're not gonna know.
I got a horror movie pitch.
Yeah, no. or you're gonna get sucked into it now. But I don't like the concept how it is now. Maybe eventually it'll progress into something more to where it like kind of does both, where it like augments your room to be like the game. But that's just
that would be cool. But that would take a lot.
I mean, technology is always changing.
You're talking about like a holodeck at this point.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Or what's it? The Danger Room? Is that what it was
it's
on
gonna
Xbox?
have its own thing. So
Nick,
that's
all right.
So the strong opinions.
I think VR is going to eventually take over all gaming, and they're gonna do away with that transport problem. And I think it's probably going to have to do something to do with how we dream. You know how it releases a chemical that paralyzes our body.
Oh shit!
But we are totally convinced that we're moving and all that stuff.
So you're talking Inception kind of style stuff.
Kind of like that. But I mean, that's just to prove that it's possible to do that. I don't know if they'll actually go that route. But my main strong opinion on it is it's going to make games more immersive, but gaming as a whole is going to become less fantasy and more reality based. Because have any of you actually played any of the Tomb Raiders?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried to jump and it turned your stomach?
Yeah.
Just watching it on the screen doing it?
No.
No?
Even in Destiny, that happens with me.
I know what you're talking about, though. Yeah, like on Vault of Glass in Destiny, when you jump off that first thing, the first time you jump off that big jump, and your stomach just kind of clenches a little bit as you jump. Like,
why would it?
Because it's almost like
you're actually falling. Like if it's first person.
No, I've never had that experience.
Your brain,
the immersion
connects.
Yeah.
Not for me.
Well, let's say even 40% of people experience this now as we have it. When it's totally immersive, you're not going to be able to do things like that in the game because you will actually kill people, and there's no way to get around that legal liability with our current rules.
That's crazy.
So games and reality are going to meet up in a middle ground. We're not going to have as fantastic games as we do now, but we're going to have way more immersive reality games.
Mm.
So we're not going to have the options for what you want to make in a game that we do now. I think it's going to limit that.
If it was pure VR, yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
But I think there's still, for games like that, are more fantasy, like Skyrim or something, to where they're a violent fantasy sort of thing, or things that people could get too immersed in and actually hurt themselves or others, then I think that at that point it would have to be a different type, or not VR maybe, or some other option.
I think it will open a lot of morality issues too, because as things become more real, what's the line between doing it in a completely realistic game and doing it in real life? Some people can't tell the difference. If any of you ever seen Westworld,
no, I haven't yet.
That sort of leads into that eventually.
It's like
awesome
Surrogates.
show, by the way.
I heard that show is really good. I need to watch it.
It is real good.
Check it out.
It's basically a theme park where everything is completely realistic to real life. But you go in there, you can't be harmed, but you can kill people and do all this kind of stuff and have Wild West adventures.
Yeah, it's all.
So it's Surrogates.
I don't know, but this was a book written in the 70s by Michael Crichton.
Oh.
Yeah,
Westworld was.
It was like a companion to Jurassic Park, I think.
Yeah, and then there was a second one, Future World, that they made movies out of in the 70s that apparently were awful. But but Westworld is just one park in this universe and from, because they talked about it a lot on the Rooster Teeth one I listened to, and I've heard other people talking about it, and it's kind of like cyborgs, to where they can create anything that you can imagine, essentially, that you want to interact with in whatever way you want to, and that's your theme park that you go into and have your own personal adventure, fantasy, whatever.
And then we have Skynet.
Yeah.
I was going to say it's like Surrogates, Wall-E, Skynet.
Yep,
Wall-E.
Absolutely.
Anyway, so that's the VR topic.
Yeah.
What about the Nintendo Switch? What is that? Explain it to me one more time, because I didn't read it.
It's a new console. It's going to be the new Nintendo home and mobile console.
Okay.
So think of like the Wii U now, or the Wii before that, or the GameCube, or anything like that. So it's a home console that has a dock that's connected to your TV, and it has a controller that you can actually take off the sides of the controller and snap it down into the dock, and it's a screen that you pick up, and you can take it with you. The whole unit.
It's like a tablet.
Yeah, so it's the tablet, and then also you have like a Pro controller if you don't want to use those, and you can detach them and hand like one controller to somebody and use one yourself, and you use these tiny little controllers for multiplayer, which is hilarious in the video. I mean, they're so tiny, but you can also...
I guess there's a tiny D-pad too.
Yeah, there's just a tiny little D-pad or controller, but you can also use just regular controllers with it. They're kind of marketing it as an all-in-one system, to where, you can take it with you and play b-ball with your homies by the court.
Oh, Lord.
I like that part, by the way.
That part was so funny.
Get all dressed up to play basketball, play about 3 minutes, and then set up next to the basketball to play fake basketball.
Tiny little controllers.
The only thing I saw was that the controller that you hold that looks like a tablet looks like a puppy.
What?
It looks like a puppy dog.
What?
Oh, with the big flappy ears.
Yeah,
on
it
each
looks
side.
like floppy ears.
Oh, well, that's the actual. That's the whole unit. That's the system.
I never liked
then you
Nintendo
dock
stuff.
it
Like,
into
I don't
there.
like Wii U's. I don't like the Wii. I think it's all it's too
More on
kiddie.
losing our viewers.
I know.
Well, no, I'm just saying it's for kids,
Well, it has a very specific audience
which is not me.
and I mean,
No, I don't think it's me anymore either.
you know, a lot of it is fun. It's really funny. Zelda and Mario carry a lot of their loyalists, you know, just those two alone. And they're going to have a new Killer Zelda game that's going to be launching with it. And people will
that
buy
will
it.
also be on the Wii U.
Are they doing that on the Wii U too?
Yeah, they. I'm pretty sure they already said it will be on the Wii U and the Switch.
Well, like even in our Destiny group, people are talking about that they're going to buy it specifically for Zelda, you know,
So
and
weird.
people do it. People said they've done it with multiple consoles in the past. It's one of those things that it carries such a nostalgic feeling for people that, you know, it just drives the revenue and the sales and the whole market. You know, I think it'll be interesting. Personally, if we got one, it would probably just sit in the dock 95% of the time.
Like the Wii U does right now.
Yeah, and we play it every once in a while when people come over and want
Once
to
a
play
year.
Smash Brothers or something, you know. And
Hey, that's like mine.
yeah, and
I bought 4 games for it.
for families, for kids,
It's for
people,
kids.
you know, who want to play group games or have like
Yeah,
college
that
students
is
who will always have people around, you know, sort of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a multi-person thing like Mario Kart and Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
And
Smash Brothers. Is
it's a party game thing.
Yeah. And they're still going to have their first player games for people that want to play them. And, you know, it's just not
They'll
going to
have third party too, though.
That's the other thing. So,
Oh yeah, Unreal Engine's in on this.
there's a lot
There's
of
a
them.
bunch of them.
Koreatech, there's
Activision, BioWare, I think I don't remember. Bethesda though, they showed Skyrim, which is like a 5-year-old game. People freaked out. when
Well,
they saw
Skyrim they said is not going to be on it, even though they showed it was going to be on it.
Oh, that's kind of bait and
I
switch.
think tweeted out that they're not actually releasing it for it.
Well, okay,
That's what I've heard.
maybe they did it just to show that Bethesda was, you know, a
On board.
developer or something. Yeah, that would make more sense because then also you see that maybe, you know, Fallout games or future Elder Scrolls games would be able to go to it. So
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so just
Okay.
wanted to get your opinions on that. So this week, like I said, I didn't really do much, but I did watch a lot of movies. I've got 3 I'm going to review for you guys.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
In the scary movie review section, but one of them's not actually a scary movie. So I'll save it for last. So the 2 that were actual horror genre was Cell, which is a Stephen King book, and it was John Cusack and Samuel L. Jackson back again. They did another Stephen King, 1408,
yeah.
with Stephen King. And it started out, I was hyped because it started out super scary and I was all into it, and it was like super fast. Basically, it's like a pulse comes through your cell phones, and if you're on your phone at the time, you become like this weird zombie type creature. And then they evolve from there, and it changes or whatever. But so there's a few people that were lucky enough to not be on their cell phones talking when it happened.
People talk on their cell phones.
Right?
I mean,
Wow.
some apparently, but it evolves. I don't want to give away how it evolves or how they change because they're very rapidly changing zombie type creatures. And it was good. And it was good. And it was good all the way until the ending, and then they lost me at the ending, which I'm not going to tell you what happens clearly, but the rating for me went extremely far down, so that it ended up because of the ending at a 4.5 cog stars. Which,
Out of 8.
out of 8, which was not where it started. Let's just say the beginning was very good, the ending was terrible.
So what would you rate the beginning as opposed to the end?
The beginning was like a 6.5, because it was like
Wow.
quick paced, scary, it pulled you in right away. It was an interesting take on... I mean, it's kind of like there was that... What was that one scary movie a couple years back, Nick, that was it called Pulse or was it called Cellular, where it's a thing that happens through the cell phones as well? Do you remember?
I watched one called The Phone, which was like a Korean movie. But I don't
No,
think
it's
that's
like the
it.
adaptation
Pulse.
of that. It's called Pulse, yeah. I'm pretty sure it's Pulse. That one was actually pretty good. And so, okay, so anyway, 4.5 stars for that one. And then the one that started out super slow and ended up getting rated higher than Cell is called Satanic. and it has Sarah Hyland in it, which was cool to see her in a role other than Modern Family comedy style. And she was definitely the highlight of the movie. You could tell that she's a much better actress than the other people that were in the movie. One of the guys in the movie was in the originals, which none of you have seen, but some people that listen might know. He was Josh from the originals. But anyway, and so basically what happens, it's like a group of kids, college kids, they're going to go to Coachella, but they're going to stop by LA first, like on the way out to Coachella, and do like a satanic, scary area tour, because one of the goth chicks is like super into it or whatever. And so
always ends well.
They're like going to the Church of Satan and like all this stuff or whatever, and it like is kind of slow to start and then picks up, and it shows them getting like taken out one by one. Basically, it's not really giving anything away because you know right away that they're all going to be taken out. But it was pretty good, so I ended up giving it 5 out of 8 stars. So decent. I mean, it's a shitty, scary movie, which is what I typically like better, so...
You like the B movies?
Yeah, I like the crappy ones, usually. But the movie that I watched that got the highest score, and it's not even a scary movie, but people kind of marketed it as such, it was The Shallows, the one with Blake Lively about the shark attack. So she's...
Oh, yeah.
So she's a surfer, right? And she's from Texas, and she goes to Mexico, and she's surfing... Shark shenanigans ensue, and
Sharknanigans.
And it's really, really good. Really, really good movie. And it's difficult because it's just her. Pretty much the whole movie is just Blake Lively. Like the whole time. They have like her with a seagull friend for a while. Like there's a seagull. Because she doesn't have anybody to interact with. She's like stuck on a rock for a while. She's stuck on a buoy for a while. Like, the whole movie is just her.
So it's Castaway, but instead of a volleyball named
not
Wilson.
anything like Castaway.
It's
it was not
seagull.
like Castaway.
Seagull talk.
And so, no, it doesn't talk. Anyway, the story of it pulls you in because it's like she's triumphing over a bunch of stuff in her personal life, and she's like fighting really hard for her life. Like, the shark stuff is really stupid. Let's be honest. Like, sharks don't attack people like that in real life. Like, this shark kills, like, a bunch of people.
Oh, they do.
I thought this was based off a true story.
I don't think it is.
I thought it was. I swear I read that.
I don't think it is. Look it up while I'm telling you. Okay, so basically how she ends up stuck in this position is she, like, goes out, she sees some dolphins, and she's 12 in her mind or something and follows them, and she ends up, like, stumbling into like the shark's feeding ground where he had killed this big whale, and she's like, oh shit. And so then for a minute she's stuck on a dead whale, which is disgusting. And then she's on a rock, and then she's on a buoy, and the way that she ends up getting out of the situation is not feasible. Like, I don't think it could be based off a true story just by how stupid.
No, well, normally they quote unquote base it off a true story. They're like, this happened.
A bit.
Exactly.
I don't think it's even that.
Bit. No, I don't think so. I don't see anything about it.
Okay, good. But anyway, it doesn't take away from it that you don't believe the shark part of it, minus the fact that Blake Lively is gorgeous and you're just staring at her, like watching her surf. You're like, oh god, I could watch this all day. But the story like sucks you in, and like by the end of it, I was crying, you guys. So I gave it 7 out of 8 stars.
Whoa,
but it's not a horror movie. It's like a drama, more suspense. It's not a horror movie.
It's funny they even call it a survival horror.
It's not horror though, really. It's not scary at any point.
Well, so I don't know, if a shark comes along, I think that's a horror.
Yeah,
those things are bad.
If you
news,
watched it, you would see that it wasn't.
Was the shark done as well as the classic, like Deep Blue Sea? With
well, I mean, it looked like life. No, it wasn't. It wasn't cheesy. The shark looked realistic. It's just the scenario wasn't realistic.
You remember that LL Cool J song that came out? It was like deepest, bluest. My head is like a shark fin or something like that.
Oh God!
Oh, it was classic.
To you, baby. So anyway, that's the movie.
It was so bad. Like
I recommend The Shallows, even though it's not a horror movie. I recommend it highly for everybody. Good. Which was surprising because I thought I was going to be the stupid one.
You never know. See what happens when you have preconceived notions about things.
So I'm going to break up the questions, some more of the questions that we got. I'll go to another one. This one's from Death Ray Dino.
Yeah, what's up, Dino?
So,
Dino.
Totrim,
Dino.
He would like to know if you could just talk for a moment, and we'll link this on the podcast. He would like to talk for a moment about why your dad looks exactly like Ron Swanson from Parks and Recreation.
Okay.
How did you figure this out? Do you remember? Because if you tell the story wrong, I'm going to stop you.
Maybe you should tell the story.
No, you go ahead. You got this.
Who
pointed it out?
I think it was you.
It was me.
Sure.
So the first time we go to see his parents, we're just barely dating.
She's totally telling the story now.
And they have like pictures everywhere and like plants everywhere and stuff. And I'm like, oh, it's like a very family home or whatever. And I see this picture on their mantle of his dad from like, what year was that probably?
This had to be like 90.
Okay. And I was like, why do you have a picture of Ron Swanson on your mantle? And he was like, that's my dad. And I'm like, what? Because his parents weren't there. They were out of town.
Yeah,
we were staying at their house, like house sitting. And I was like, what? So we'll link the picture, but
yeah, I made a picture of my dad and Ron Swanson side by side. And it's the mustache and the hair and the smile. Oh
God, he looks so much like him. It's creepy.
Because Dino was talking about, I don't know if it's Dino or Dino. We talk all the time in Fallout's chat.
It's probably Dino.
He was talking about
totally Dino.
Yeah, we were talking about just sitcoms in general, and I was asking them about if they'd seen Community because I love it, and he's like, Parks and Rec is probably my favorite sitcom, and I was like, oh man, I gotta tell you, my dad looks just like him, and very similar, I'd say, mindsets too. I mean, it's not as extreme. Ron Swanson is a caricature. If you've watched the show, he's over the top. It's a caricature of.
I mean, your dad likes bacon, but not as much as Ron Swanson.
Well, yeah. I mean. Nobody does.
Nobody does.
Meat and bacon and grow full beard in 2 days. But yeah, it's really funny. He's very similar in a lot of ways.
So we'll link that for your comments in the YouTube section.
Wouldn't it have been extra weird if you went to the house and there's all kinds of pictures of quote unquote Ron Swanson and you're like, why do you have all these pictures of Ron Swanson? Oh, we're just really big fans.
Yeah. Like, oh, bye. And no more dating.
We're photoshopped into them.
He's so creepy.
This is the life we wanted.
I was looking around. I don't know why right now while we're talking. I was looking around our bookshelves. We have a bunch of bookshelves. We don't really read most of the books that are on them.
I've read about a quarter of them.
Okay, so there's like how many Harry Potter books are up there?
There's 7. That's how many there are, 7.
No, there's that many books, but how many do you have on the bookshelf? Because I think you have like several copies of more than one.
I have 2 copies of one because one was your brother's. Remember
So there's 8.
But then I also have like the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, and the little offshoot books. So there's probably about 10 up there.
So,
but I've read those.
I know you have. But anyway, it just reminded me. So I saw the Harry Potters, and my question to you guys is, if you were a wizard, but you could only have one superpower, like one wizardy spell, like what would it be?
Does it have to be from Harry Potter?
No. It could be anything. Like for me, it would be invisibility.
Okay.
Second to that would be being able to fly.
Okay.
I would never want to be able to read anybody's mind.
Harry can totally do both of those things.
Well, I know, but you get to pick one. That's why I'm giving you the scenario. You get to pick one.
Grim, go.
But I am Harry Potter.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What would you pick, though?
No, seriously.
Okay, seriously.
No.
Stop it. It's because of the glasses, isn't it?
Well, and the general squirreliness.
What would you pick, Grim?
I'd want to read people's minds just so I could mess with them.
Oh, man.
That's the last thing I would want to be
You're definitely a Slytherin.
I mean, I don't care what people, think about me, so, I would just mess with them.
Yeah, but you don't get to choose what thoughts you hear, do you?
I
guess you could.
It depends on who you point your wand at.
Well, people are thinking private stuff all the time. So.
I don't want to know what everybody's thinking about me all the time. I'm just going to say that.
Why is it always about you?
Well, I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't want to know what people really think about me.
Maybe they're not.
What would your superpower be, Luke?
Superpower?
Man.
Wait.
I don't think...
Wizard spell superpower.
Man, wizard spells are tough. Because it's what do you want?
No, he's just in Harry Potter mode.
I know, right? I'm thinking, man, it's one of the unforgivables, though.
What is it?
Maybe we should just...
He wants to torture people.
No.
What is it?
It's not Crucio. And it's not Avada Kedavra.
I don't know what any of the words are that you're saying. What is it? Say it.
Nick knows. What is it, Nick?
You want to make Horcruxes.
No, I don't want to make Horcruxes.
Jesus Christ. Christ.
live forever. You got to murder people for that. No, I want to be able to control people. Like, you know what I mean?
Like mind control?
Yeah, you
Read their
basically-
minds, but mind control?
Yeah, you basically, like, you can put them under...
Like a glamour if you're a
I
vampire.
don't fucking know what that is.
Oh.
No, it's...
That would be a good one.
Oh, crap. What's it called? Grim?
You could like make people give you all their money.
Just because I hear the books every night doesn't
I
mean
know.
I pay
I've read
attention.
them. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I know all of these.
Oh, God.
Oh, there goes more of our fan
While
base.
he's looking
know.
up that, Nick, what would you pick?
Easy one. Make
What?
Horcruxes.
Ah.
Sit up there.
But what is that? I don't remember.
That's how Voldemort becomes immortal.
Oh, shit. Now you said his name.
Imperio.
Yeah. Imperious.
Yeah, the Imperious Curse. It's where you...
Curious.
Yeah, Imperious, right? What's up, pimp? No, he, you basically, you control people. You can make them do whatever you want. So,
That would be a good one.
yeah.
I like that.
It's one of the Unforgivables, though. So I would definitely be going to Azkaban for that.
But the reason
Nerd!
the reason that I picked invisibility is because then I can just steal everything.
You're such a klepto.
I want to steal everything. I want it to
No,
be
she
free,
wouldn't be a klepto then.
and I don't want to work anymore.
It's
I just
still
want everything
stealing
to be
if they
free.
can't see you.
So what Nick? Did you
But she
say?
would
Did
be
you
a
really mean that, Nick? Horcrux?
Nick
Oh
wants
yeah,
to
I
live
mean
forever.
that.
Oh, he
You're
totally
serious.
This-
Okay.
I really mean it, and this is why, because you guys are going to have powers for 50 years tops. I'm going to keep going.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but
what are you
you're gonna
gonna
have to watch
do?
us die.
Oh,
Oh, well.
maybe I should pick.
Sorry.
Maybe I should have
It's
picked
like, sorry.
Sorry.
where you get to live forever.
That's what he's talking about.
Oh, I
That's-
want to.
That's exactly what he
Oh.
just said.
Actually, you know what? It'd be even easier if you just had a Philosopher's Stone, Nick.
Yeah,
Mm.
we're moving
Well,
into
yeah.
alchemy now, though.
But that's part of it.
I guess.
But
Nicholas
I want
Flamel.
to do it the traditional way.
That is the traditional way. Yours is definitely not.
That's why I wish I could be a vampire for real, because then you can do all this stuff. You don't have to pick one thing.
Right?
Yeah.
You just got to get a
You
magic
live
ring.
forever, and you can like glamour
And then people could just give you stuff and it wouldn't be stealing.
and then it's not stealing because you're mind controlling.
And then you kill people and drink their blood.
It's the price you pay.
Awesome.
By the way,
You know,
if
it's
it
the
ever
basic
is
concept
real,
of a vampire.
yeah. So if it ever is real, if you find out that it's real, I would like to be changed. I'm just going to be on record right now.
Me too, please.
Yeah, please find me, change me.
I would like to go to there.
Oh,
I don't care about your morality if you're an
no.
evil
Mm-mm.
good one. I don't care.
Nope. Doesn't matter. On the same token, the other question that I thought of that I wanted to ask you guys was like, you see on CW, there's like every single kind of comic book show, and then like Netflix has a bunch of different ones like Jessica Jones and all those, and all the movies, the Marvel movies, the DC movies, and all that. So I want to know, because you guys are nerds in my eyes, I want to know which comic book character is your favorite and why. Let me tell you mine, so it'll give you guys time to think. So, well, I have more than one probably. It's like the one where they don't have actual superpowers. It's where it's a regular person. Like Batman is a regular dude that
Mhm.
just has a lot of money and is like trained. Or like Arrow, he doesn't have superpowers. He's just super trained. Or
Didn't he have magic in the last season?
who?
Arrow.
I don't know.
Remember he stopped Damien Dark from hurting
Oh.
him because he had light with him.
Well, that
or
was
some
Constantine's
bullshit.
fault. That wasn't
That
his
was
fault.
such a bad season.
That was Constantine's doing. But anyway, and then like Iron Man, he's just really smart, but he's not like an
so
actual.
you just like rich people. Because all three of
We're
them
back
were
to the
super
ceiling
Well,
again.
no,
rich.
it's because they can afford to make all the stuff that
Right.
you would need to be a good crime fighter.
Right.
But I want it to be a real person because like the idea of somebody having some supernatural ability is not like real
Yeah.
believable to me. So
Well,
I don't
it's
identify
more
with
impressive
that.
when Batman beats people up than the Hulk, right?
Or
Yeah.
Superman or whatever.
Like,
Like
exactly.
who cares?
I never ever understood. I'm going to get so much shit for this, but I never understood how, in the whole Batman vs Superman universe, how Batman could ever beat Superman.
He wouldn't be able to.
Because, I
That's
mean,
the
people
point.
argue it so much, and I'm not going to get into why and all that. But, I mean, you would just think from however far away Superman could just like fling a pellet at his head and kill him.
Well, even if they fight hand to hand, like Superman's not
well, no,
gonna
he
get
uses
tired.
Sneaky stuff. Batman uses tools and
I know, but eventually he's a human. He's gonna fall asleep.
Well, kryptonite is what he does. But anyway,
we're not gonna argue that.
Yeah, that's a whole.
So
deal.
who's your favorite? Tell me your favorite.
I think mine's probably Wolverine. Growing up, it always was.
I forgot about Wolverine.
Wolverine was always just such a badass, even with the old cartoon, that cartoon.
He's also Canadian.
Did you see that this next movie is his last?
Logan?
It's Hugh Jackman's last, and it's, what's his name? Patrick Stewart's
Did you
last.
guys see the trailer for Logan?
Oh, yeah. Really good.
Oh, it looks really so good. It's supposed to be rated R, so it's going to be like more Wolverine-y, badass.
The chops will be thicker.
We got to watch it. It's Old Man Logan's story, so it's years in the future. Like, Xavier is really weak looking, and the gist from the trailer is that he is protecting a child who's the last mutant because Charles comes and like in the voiceover on the trailer, it's saying, what do you mean? The mutants are gone. It's not like it was. And he's like, Patrick Stewart says, this one's different. She's like you, Logan. And so it's a little girl. And I think it's supposed to be X-23 from the comics, who is I believe a regenerator, like Logan is. But then Stephen Merchant is also apparently a mutant in it. We talked about him the other day, Wheatley, the voice of Wheatley from Portal 2.
Mm-hmm. Is he going to be like a lizard dude?
No,
he's so tall.
He's very
like
tall.
Lanky?
He is, I think, Calumet is his name.
And
Caliban. He is a mutant that can track other mutants. Like, he can sense them. So basically,
Does he look like a praying mantis?
No, he's very, he looks like an albino almost.
You didn't get the joke. Because Steve Merchant looks like a praying mantis in real life.
No, I know.
Okay.
But, basically.
Denied.
It seems like he's probably going to be on the baddie team, that's trying to find the girl, and they're using him to hunt her down. But it looks badass.
So yours is Wolverine. Nick,
Yep.
Who's your favorite comic book character?
The Joker.
Nice.
Okay, it's a good pick.
Yep. I don't think I have to say much more. But
no, you don't.
Now, is that comic book Joker or Mark Hamill Joker?
This is overall Joker.
Okay.
Because he's been so many different things in the comics alone.
Right.
And stuff like that. And I really like the idea of like a self-aware comic book character.
Yeah.
How he knows he's in comics. He knows he's in these things. And he actually does have a superpower. It's super sanity.
What?
What is that?
Yeah, the Joker has a superpower. It's super sanity. He's actually more sane than anyone else in all of the comics. He's so sane that he sees how absurd everything is. So everything he does makes more sense than anyone else. They're just so far behind him. They even allude to it in The Dark Knight.
Yeah, that he has a grand plan around everybody else, and
and how he says he's not insane. He's just ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
He truly is.
Interesting.
He can't. There was like a thing that went on in the comics where everyone was sort of mind controlled, but it didn't work on him.
Huh.
Because of that super sanity power.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
His sanity's over 9,000.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Super sanity.
Thanks, Luke.
Yep.
Grim, who's your pick?
So, the probably starts off because of my brother, but I've never read the comics or anything. Yes, that's my brother. No, Spawn.
Ah, I've
and
heard.
It's funny. Yes, you've heard.
No, I've heard a lot of people.
My brother was a huge Spawn fan.
Yeah, really into it. Like, especially in the mid '90s, it was a really big.
The guy's a little bit older than us. Yeah, we're super into Spawn.
Todd McFarlane.
Yeah.
Yeah, my brother's 30, 38, 37.
Yeah, mine's 37. That's like his favorite.
But I had the current artist of the Batman comics actually draw him for me because he was at our Comic-Con a few years ago in the town that I'm in.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that is really cool.
Yeah.
But he's like, I haven't drawn Spawn since I was in like college.
Seriously.
Well, can you please draw them?
That's
like,
cool.
don't give me
just do it,
crap
man.
about it. But like, I've honestly never read the comics or anything. But like, I've watched the crappy movie.
Oh
I've
yeah,
looked
that was
up on
terrible.
it.
I didn't watch the
But-
movie.
John Leguizamo
I just-
was in it, right?
I just like the whole basis of it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Good picks.
So another question that we got
Oh, more.
from Blind Mouse Blood Mouse wants to know if we prefer cats and dogs, neither or both. I mean, clearly from all my pictures online, I'm a cat person.
Yeah, but
Mine's pretty
you
obvious.
still like dogs.
They're okay. I prefer cats by
See,
far.
I actually like both. It depends. I like dogs for companion, snuggly. You know.
Cats are assholes, and I like that about them.
Yeah.
They give attitude.
It's like, what was it? Lucy Kay talked about it. I think it was that cats are real. Like they're not sellouts.
They're not submissive like a dog is. They're gonna do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah. But I like both. But we have cats.
I had cats, and
Yeah.
you married into cats.
Yeah, they're easier to keep on the
Yeah.
DL.
They do
Step
their own.
cats.
They do their own thing. Like
That's true.
You don't have to walk them. You don't have to do shit. Like you can leave them for 3
Yeah,
days.
they're my
It
stepkids.
doesn't matter.
Yeah. And they're also easier to keep
Amanda
on the
leaves her
DL.
cats for 3 days.
I have before. Yeah, they're cats. They're fine.
You just dump out a bag of food and
Yeah.
throw some water out, you're
They're
good.
fine. Grim, we know that you're a cat person because all you do, like your cats, have more followers than you do. So
Yeah, they do. I
Yeah.
actually hate my cats, but I love them.
Obviously.
Nick,
I actually, growing up, I had a couple dogs too. Sorry.
I had
I'm both.
dogs. I had dogs growing up too, but I just prefer cats.
Nick?
I have a dog. I prefer cats. I love them both, but
Oh, don't
my
tell
cat
your
was
dog.
stolen from me.
Oh, was that the cat you stole from
Yeah.
somebody else?
Yeah, and then someone stole it from me, and then it came home a couple weeks ago, and since I didn't have his dish anymore, I mean, this was like a year ago, he was stolen from me.
What?
So I didn't have his dish. They had kept him as an indoor cat, and he got out and he came in the house, jumped up on the counter where I had his dish before, saw it wasn't there, and went back to his new home.
Oh no!
He's like,
So
"Fuck
yeah.
you, I'm out."
yeah, exactly. Better food at the other place. I'm going back to that restaurant.
Oh,
Aw.
But I was happy to know he was still alive. And
What
I mean,
kinda-
I was there.
What kind of dog do you have?
He's a mutt.
Oh,
He's an incredibly old obese mutt, but
okay.
he's very
Aw.
I
good.
don't think I've seen pictures or anything.
I can probably put up a picture of Mackie.
You should also
Yeah.
tell us how you found your cat.
Oh, like right now?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Okay, if we have time.
sure.
Well, I was
the short version.
Okay. Well, I was at the office here, just working away, and I heard a meow outside the door. So I opened up the door, and this tiny kitten, about the size of maybe my fist and a half, runs in, jumps up on the desk, and sits on my shoulder while I'm working.
Oh
What?
God.
And he's got a collar on and everything. So I'm like, okay, well, you could stay for like an hour or so, but then you got to go home. So I put him back outside and
Oh.
came back the next day, and he was there again. So we hung out, and
It's like they
I
dated.
Had some
put
drinks.
him. Yeah, I put him outside again, and I said, well, you know what? If that cat's still there when I come back, my friend was visiting at the time, so I said, if that cat's still there when I go back, I'm gonna take him home. So I went back, no cat, and I'm like, well, okay, well that's that. So we're playing some games, and I hear, like, in the far, far distance, I hear meow, meow. And I go outside and I'm looking all around, and our office is right next to this like huge river with a bridge over it.
Yeah.
And the water's coming up because the tide is coming up. And I look under the bridge and I see him on a ledge.
Oh.
And my friend was laughing his head off because I'm like, I'm coming, baby. And I take my pants off and jump into the river. And he's like meowing furiously, and I'm like, I'm coming, baby, don't you worry.
You're like, just hold on. See, you're gonna cry when you watch The Shallows.
Oh,
I better
man.
not watch it then. So I get
No,
him.
in a good way.
I take him back up on the ledge there, and my friend's like, hey, that cat's got a collar. And I'm like, I don't give a shit. This is my cat now.
You saved him, so.
Yeah, I took him home, and he lived there for like maybe 2 years, and then he disappeared, and I thought coyotes got him, but apparently someone just stole him from me.
What
That
a
happens.
dick.
So
That's
But
why
anyway.
that's why I don't let my cats out.
yeah,
Stay
people are cat
stay
thieves.
inside. They are.
But see, you didn't steal it. You rescued it.
Yeah.
That is true. I justify it like that all the time. So
Sure. So this last question is you guys remember that movie Alive?
I know.
Where the plane crashes in the blizzard and they have to eat each other? Okay.
Wasn't that the story of like a football team or something, or a soccer team or something?
No, it's a true story, based on a true story, but I don't think it's a soccer team.
There was something about like a national soccer team.
You look it up while I ask the question.
Yeah.
So Millie Mazzilla would like to know, the four of you, so that's the four of us, we're trapped on, this isn't in the freezing cold, he wants to know if we're on a desert island.
Uruguay's rugby team.
Oh, well shit.
oh, okay.
Which one of you would resort to cannibalism first, and also, who would you eat?
Oh.
In what order?
Yeah, like in what order?
Okay.
Mine's an easy answer. Like, I say that I would resort to cannibalism if I had to, but I don't think I could really do it. I don't think I could really eat a human.
No.
So I'm out. Y'all go ahead.
I couldn't eat them raw.
Well, you can cook it. You can make a fire
you
and cook
you
it.
gotta do it raw.
No,
See,
you
because
don't.
me being a culinarian of sorts, I think.
In
that
Alive, they don't eat them raw.
I
They
could make
cook
it.
it.
I never saw it, but I know
Oh.
of it.
They cook them.
Man.
I wouldn't be able to do it.
I would probably.
Like in actuality.
That's tough. The order? I'd probably have to go. This is so hard. I don't want to eat Grim because he'd be just kind of stringy, right? Wouldn't you, Grim? He'd
Yeah.
be like a little leathery.
He's
I
like
think.
an appetizer.
Yeah, we'd jerky up Grim for
I beg your pardon.
the road. He'd be good jerky, I think, because not a lot of fat content there. So he'd be
You're
good
going
for like.
first, buddy.
We're gonna jerky you up and put you in a backpack for the hike out of there.
You know what? As the only girl, I feel confident that I would be last.
Probably right, because we'd feel bad.
No, I was gonna say because of sex.
Oh. Whoa, hey.
Oh wow!
I'm just saying, like, if you're gonna procreate at some point, you need
But
a chick.
we're not the last people in the world.
Oh,
It's just,
that's true.
why would
But
you
you could
procreate if you're gonna die on your way out?
Oh, that's true.
This is terrible, but you could make more food that way.
Oh,
Yeah,
God!
I was thinking that too.
I figured you would be.
That is 9 months you would have to wait for a little veal baby.
Jesus, you guys.
Better than forever.
So then I guess
Then
it'd have to be
you'd have two of
Nick.
them.
Oh.
It would have to be Nick next. You're probably nicely marveled.
Yeah, I am actually.
And then Amanda and I would probably have to flip a coin to see who was last.
I'm not gonna eat you,
Well, then
so
you,
you're gonna eat me.
if you died, I wouldn't kill you though. I would let you,
You
die.
wouldn't have
of
to. I'm
natural
so
causes.
white, I would burn to death.
That's so sweet of me, isn't it?
I'm a ginger.
Yeah,
would
I guess
burn to death.
we'd both be cooked already before
Yeah.
this came
We'll be the
about.
jerky.
Yeah,
Burn to death from the sun.
Leathery ginger skin.
Ugh, God.
that's true.
Disgusting.
You guys just get cooked naturally.
That's right. Sun dried.
What order would you eat people in, Grim?
Well, see, I'd be a civilized person and make a fishing pole, and I'd fish.
Oh, right.
There's no river.
That wasn't the question.
There's no option.
We'd be on an island.
He did
No,
say
this
island,
is-
but
This. Oh, did he?
he did say a deserted island.
Oh,
but
well, what the
ignore
heck?
that. Answer
I
the
was-
question, Grim.
I was picturing alive, like on a mountain in the Andes.
Mm.
Well, you see, I'd have to take Nick out first because he'd be fighting me for the food. But I don't know if Nick would fight. I don't know if Nick would fight a naked man. An actual live naked man.
Oh my god! What's your game? What's the game you've been playing?
Rust.
No, the other one.
No.
We were talking about the culling problem.
The culling.
Oh.
See, so Nick's had like practice of hunting people
Yeah.
down, and
I've had practice of missing a spear throw and dying.
So you would kill Nick first, then?
it's gonna be me.
I'd have to kill you, Amanda. I'm sorry. You're done. I'd have to save Tote.
Good luck.
Yeah, you gonna run?
He's going to eat you.
I wouldn't run. I would
Fight
fight
each other to the death to eat each other. Jesus.
Luke, will you fight a naked man?
I wouldn't need to. There's rocks and sticks and stuff.
How about we just get some fish?
Hey, I wrestled in high school. I'm down.
You're gonna wrestle a fish or me?
You, buddy.
Nick.
Oh my God.
Well, I'm going to turn to cannibalism immediately. I'm not even going to find out if it's an island or a peninsula. And I'm going to take you out in order of threat because the others might try to stop me. So I got to take out the next most dangerous guy first.
So then also I'm living the longest because I'm not going to eat a human. So you're not fighting for food with me.
Right.
No,
but then I might die because I didn't eat anything.
Well, no, I mean, you gotta, like, when they're all gone, like, when I'm done eating them, like, in a couple of days.
A couple of days? That is hundreds of pounds of meat.
As fuck.
I'm like 10 pounds.
I don't like being hungry, so I'm just gonna keep eating. I'm gonna set up a little buffet, and I'm gonna invite you, Amanda, to the buffet. And you have to eat because I don't want you to die before I get to you.
That's messed up. That is messed up.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So first 10 minutes on an island, look out.
10 minutes.
Instantly.
Or a peninsula, I don't know. I never looked.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
Peninsula has water around
Why
it,
am I
too.
the only one that wouldn't eat somebody?
I don't know. Because you didn't answer the question.
Because it'd be fun.
Because you didn't answer the
question.
question.
No, it said, would you eat?
Oh.
Oh, no, it didn't. It said, which one of you would resort to cannibalism first?
See?
Who's first?
Avoiding the cannibalism.
Well, obviously, Nick and I would be like the same.
Yeah, it would probably be Nick.
Fighting it out to be first. You guys
And
will
the
be
reason
fighting it out to eat each other.
The reason it would matter is because if it's a peninsula, we could just leave.
Well,
right.
Yeah. I don't think we'd be stranded on a peninsula anywhere.
That's not really a
thing. That's right, so...
Well, if Nick attacked me, I'd have to kill him, and then I'd eat him. Because I couldn't let it go to waste.
That's right, that's sinful.
No, see what you do here. You kill him, or you cut a leg off or something, and then use that as bait for an animal to come, and then you kill the animal and eat it.
Use it as bait, and you just catch another one of us.
We don't just go kill an animal. You just use the person's
use
leg.
them as bait.
Yeah.
Jesus
this is, by the way, the most interesting and telling question that we've ever been.
That's great. Who asked that? Was that Millie?
That was Millie.
Millie Mazzilla.
Was there anything this week on the stupid shit Amanda says?
I don't think so. I didn't have anything written
down?
No, let me check my notes.
There's not anything.
No.
Do you actually have notes?
We don't get that awesome jingle this week. Sorry, guys.
No. It's really catchy. The stupid shit Amanda says jingle is
You
catchy.
could play it anyway.
Yeah, we could just play.
And then make a womp womp.
I really like that version too a lot better. So.
Oh man, it's so good.
That was all the questions I had. Did anything get emailed in, Nick? No?
No, not this time.
What? Funky. Come on.
Yeah,
Funky
I know.
and
I was surprised. I was
falling
checking
off
every
the
day.
wagon.
Grim is like, phew.
I didn't get
No feet
we
here.
didn't get any feet pictures from people.
Oh, come on, guys.
Good.
Fans, get on it. Send in your
No,
feet
please.
pictures.
We had to do this
Please don't.
weird fucking gif of.
What was that?
It was
that I
like
posted?
it was like
I
a
posted
mammoth
it.
man with
it was
feet
a mammoth,
going in and
right,
out
with
around
feet.
it. It was weird.
I know.
Anyway, all your feet pics need to go to questions@cogpod.net with the subject line "Feet for Grim."
Or just tweet it.
Nick's
Just tweet it
Nick's
out.
gonna get them first.
Yeah, I have to look at all these.
I feel bad for him.
I want it to be a thing. It's to be
That's
a thing.
awesome.
No, I don't want it to be a thing because
Amanda, you can't just make feet happen.
Whoa.
there
That's
are
trying.
from-
I'm trying.
That's from Mean Girls, by the way.
Stop trying to make feet happen.
No,
Yeah.
that's not feet. It was fetch.
Stop trying to make fetch happen, you bitch.
It's feet.
Feet
Good
now.
over, bitches.
Oh, good lord. We need to. Let's link that GIF.
Oh my god, it's
To
a
our
vine.
podcast.
It's a vine.
Oh, it is
we
a
can
vine.
make it a GIF.
No, it's better with the vine
It's
because you
better
have to
with
hear
the
it.
sound. Yeah, you have to hear the sound, or it doesn't matter.
Okay.
BRB, Mom Regina's here.
We're going shopping. Get over, bitches.
Anything else? What do we got, guys?
We're about out of
There
time
was
anyway.
some interesting news, though.
What?
They believe they found out the secret behind the Bermuda Triangle.
What?
Yeah,
magnets?
today. Nope.
Oh,
It's octagonal clouds that cause sudden gusts of winds up to 175 miles per hour.
What?
That would like instantly push a ship
So they eat you?
underwater. And they
Wait,
only
so it's like
occur
a
there.
down thrust?
Yeah, it's a down thrust. It can take a whole ship, like even a large ship, and just push it completely underwater
And
instantly.
apparently
and...
take a plane down.
Well, yeah,
Yep.
that would make sense.
Easily.
No way. Is that real?
Yeah, I just read the story on Facebook today from a couple different sources because I was like, people claim this stuff all the time, but that's what they think it is.
I'll have to wait till I see this
We'll
on
find out
Discovery
next
Channel.
week.
Yeah. If it's not true. Then
What time
let us
are we
know.
going to try to do our live podcast next week so we can tell people that want to tune in?
Yeah, so we are doing it live next week. I guess it kind of depends on everybody's schedules. We're free all day.
Pretty much the most of the day.
What about you guys?
Yeah, we will be tweeting it.
There you
Probably,
go.
'cause
Yeah.
When we
I
decide
have to
what
double
tweet
check.
about.
Yeah, you're the one that has work on Saturday, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I work and I do a few other things, so
All right. That's all I
murder
had.
people.
Yeah.
So, everybody, say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.